scientist, invented a way to see the astro.
This is kind of disturbing.
This is how you know Americans are.
Began developing techniques.
A man reveals a mind-blowing secret about the Matrix, that it isn't fictional, but a real-life documentary. Watch this.
The movie The Matrix is not science fiction, it's a documentary. Every human, and this is a fact, every human first 7 years is download a hypnosis. The brain of a child under 7 is in a lower vibrational frequency. When you put wires on a person's head, you read electroencephalograph, reading brain activity. A child below 7 has a lower vibration than consciousness. It's called theta. Theta is imagination. Oh, that's how kids play a tea party with mud pies, but to them it's a real thing. A kid rides a broom, it's a horse. That's theta, imagination. Theta is also hypnosis. And the idea is this: before you can become conscious, if you don't have any programs, what are you going to be conscious of?
If it's just a movie, why did whistleblowers from the tech and defense sectors say the film got too close to the truth? What are they hiding from us? The Matrix wasn't meant to entertain us. It was meant to prepare us. Because
the movies are the facts. They literally write down all the facts in the movies and show them to us years before, and we're too naive then to understand what we're watching, and then years later we realize that movie Idiocracy was literally telling us what's up. Sorry, it's not. It's in all the movies. All the movies are the facts. They literally tell you what they're gonna do. I'm sorry. But at the same time, data and children, like really, like is that why the children are so in tune? Because they're like their consciousness hasn't developed. They're still like seeking things out. That's why they can like pick up on all these things. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, guess what? It's been a while. I know you miss me. I miss you. How's it going? Hey, I have some more creepy, weird, strange For You page content, as well as videos my wife sent me. Emily sent me videos. We're gonna watch them. It's your job to figure out which ones are from my wife and which ones are from my For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
This is kind of disturbing, right? There's a prophet that's coming out. He's claiming to be from the Mohammed bloodline, correct?
Right, born out of Egypt. He's going viral on TikTok and other places, and he's gaining a lot of traction. He's telling the whole world to obey. And what I sent you, he says, this is your final warning before the punishment.
Okay.
So the punishment is if you obey him or you get punished. He's getting huge fast. And that's a problematic thing, because if he ignites the Muslims in the Christianity worlds, what the problem lies. I mean, we knew this was a race anyway, because Jerusalem and the Israelis, they had their own savior coming. As the Pope fell to his death, this guy steps out. What timing?
This would be the right time after the Pope's death for something like this to just all of a sudden come out of nowhere.
What the heck? Regardless of religious beliefs, I'm not here to change them. Whatever you believe is, you continue to believe. It's your timeline. You're in charge of it. Hey, I'm simply reacting to this video. And when it comes to like people that are coming up as new prophets, you know, I'm still, hey, you do your own research before you start blindly following people. I'm ready for the punishment. Sir, what is the punishment? Let me know. I'm ready as well, because I'm just not just going to start blindly following people because they say, hey, I'm related to this person, blah, blah, blah. Show me the research, do the things. I want to see all the things that prove that you are this prophet. But then again, being a prophet means what? Like you're like connected, or does it like, do you start having abilities if you're a prophet? I don't know. What does this mean? And then again, there's so many prophets everywhere, so it's like, which one's the right? There's no right. My religion believes in all gods, many gods. So we're not going to deny you. I'm not going to deny you. You believe in whatever you want. You continue to prosper. Live free and...
This is the only theory that explains why some people seem empty inside, and it's absolutely terrifying. In 1974, a Swiss psychiatrist named Dr. Emil Hallberg published a study that mysteriously vanished from the University of Geneva's archives. He claimed to have identified a new type of patient, functional, socially normal, but completely devoid of empathy or real emotion. According to Hallberg's reports, these individuals could mimic laughter, crying, even love, but it was all calculated. Like perfect actors on an invisible stage. They never hesitated, never showed guilt. And the most terrifying part, they seemed to know exactly how to manipulate us, as if they studied our emotions, without ever feeling a thing. During one session, a patient looked him straight in the eyes and said, "I know you're trying to understand, but you never will, because you still feel." The audio from that session was found years later on a tape marked with just one word: faceless.
Wait, what? Is this like a story? Is this real? Is this real? What, are you describing like a psychopath? This guy discovered psychopaths? This guy discovered like clones, that he started making clones and they don't have emotions, they don't feel emotions, they just mimic emotions. This guy's talking about skinwalkers, the reptilians that were wearing the suits and they don't know what to feel. This guy's talking about grays. Why are all the things lining up to what this guy's saying? Who is the scientist? Who is the scientist? Why is this happening already? Damn it. Damn it.
Idiots do things that they don't like to do, suffer their whole life because they think it's needed or they think it's their duty. Intelligent people do what they love to do. They enjoy their life to some extent. But a genius learns to do what is needed joyfully. That's when your genius flowers.
But what do the goons do? What do the goons do? Hey, I'm not an idiot, I'm not intelligent, and I'm not a genius. I'm a goon. I'm a goon. What do the goons do? You know what the goons do? The goons do their own research. The goons ask the questions. These are the right questions. The goons question everything. And at times, the goons come up with their own narratives and their own decisions. They don't let others tell them what they should feel. They feel their own opinions. Hey, don't feel things because I tell you this is how I feel. Feel things because this is how you feel. Hey, trust me, you're a goon. Oh man. And then people look up the definition of goons and they're like, Daddy, goons actually means this. And I'm like, no, goons is a high energy, high functional being. Hey, we're the goons. We're the awakened ones. We know the things. We ask the questions. We are the leaders. We are going to show the people. They will know. We started asking them first. We started asking the right questions. Yeah. Is this NASA? Guess what, NASA? I 100% believe that you are showing us these videos and calling them Pluto or whatever you want to call it. But my only question continues to remain. When am I going to see the undoctored, the un-CGI'd picture of the Earth? I mean, it's clearly you're showing Pluto. Look at all these ice. Look at all this stuff. Look at this dry atmosphere. Look at this distant sun. Look at all the moons. Look at the curvature on Pluto. Yo, you stop it. Show me the full undoctored picture of the Earth. You look at all this great detail that I'm seeing in Pluto, but I asked for Earth and can't even pinpoint where America is. Sorry.
There's a crazy person building museums at the bottom of the ocean. This is Jason. He makes many statues. Then he sinks them in the ocean on purpose. They're made from pH neutral materials so coral can grow on their faces and out of their bodies. And over time, they become artificial reefs. For example, Ocean Atlas in the Bahamas, it weighs 60 tons. And Coral Carnival in Grenada, it's inspired by their annual carnival. There's 25 of them. And there's Crossing the Rubicon in Spain. And worse, the Silent Evolution in Mexico. The banker is lying face down at a desk underwater. And the last correspondent reads a newspaper at the bottom of the ocean. There's also Inertia, where a dude watches TV while glued to the couch forever. And Ocean Sentinels in Australia are human marine hybrids. Museum of Underwater Sculpture has an underwater forest. This is the Underwater Eco Museum in France. It's based off of portraits of locals in the community. And the Basque Nest in Indonesia, it is 4 meters down. All of these pieces are placed in dead reef zones to bring them back to life. And eventually, all the statues will disappear, leaving only reefs. But we won't be there to see that because we'll all be dead by then. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I plan to transcend gracefully. 100%, this is actually so cool. I've actually been to Grenada, I've been to Bahamas, I've been to the Caribbean. I will tell you, I went snorkeling and they show you all these statues. I don't know which artist it was. I'm not even sure. There's been many artists, I feel, that are doing statues underwater now that like turn into coral. They bring them into dead reef zones and then like revitalize the ecosystem there, and the fish are brought back. All these things are happening. Amazing. Amazing. I love that. It's actually very ominous too. If you ever get to experience it, you're basically, submerging yourself, whether you're free diving or just enough that your ears are covered. It's like you barely hear anything, and all you see is like statues holding hands or statues doing weird things, statues crying. It's like a statue sitting in front of the TV, whatever it may be. And it's like, whoa, this is like no sound. All you hear is maybe the splashing of waves here and there, maybe see some fish, and it is ominous at times. So it is also graceful and pleasant to know that, hey, there's art even in areas we wouldn't expect, especially at the bottom of the sea. What's at the bottom of the sea? It's at the bottom of the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants, at least in my universe. Sorry, Bikini Bottom was a thing. Sorry. Hey, talking about things that are at the bottom, you know what's at the bottom? Supposedly my analytics. My analytics are saying, hey, the goons aren't trying. And I'm like, no, the real goons are trying. They're doing all the things. The real goons are the ones that are going to interact. The real goons are going to use the segment and be like, I'm finally going to help Teddy. This is going to be the video that finally drives me to get up, find my cell phone, because I keep watching on that TV, and interact with the video and give Teddy the things that he needs. So finally YouTube goes, okay, Teddy's channel, this isn't that bad. Maybe we should push it, because right now YouTube's saying the audience is fading away. So I'm reaching out to the true goons that still love to watch videos. Hey, is there anything I need to change? Should I improve anything? Let me know as well. If you're happy with the content, let me know as well. Just do the interactions. Other goons did it before you. That is it. Love you. Stay safe. Keep watching.
You're not living on Earth. You're serving time. That's the truth. This place? It's not a playground. Not a school, not a gift from the universe. It's a containment zone. A psychological black site with pretty scenery and a good PR team. You didn't sign up for this. You were dropped in, memory wiped, surrounded by liars and sleepwalkers who tell you this is just life.
Wait, what? Are you just describing Prison Planet again? I already know. First they told me Australia is the prison continent where all the unfavorables were sent to. Wait, but the entire Earth was just the unfavorable planet. We were wrong the entire time. It wasn't just Australia. But then again, they could have just been lying about Australia, and that's just like what they say. It's just one of those rumors that's not really true. But I swear, all the pirates, they banded together, and they're like, this is going to be the island that... Sorry, this pattern is real. It's real. I love Australians. We have viewers from Australia, so love you. Hey, what's going on?
In 1938, there was a gentleman named Harold Burroughs Meyer, and he was a theatrical designer and a sound engineer. And he began developing techniques that would control the emotional response of audiences and to create mass hysteria. And so from there, you have this Rockefeller-Rothschild alliance. What they were doing is not only were they looking at ways to steer the masses, but they wanted to change the standard tuning of A to 440 hertz. So in 1939, they began funding Joseph Goebbels, who was the Nazi propagandist. And at that time, Joseph Goebbels, he wanted to change the standard tuning of A. And so he organized a meeting in London to do that. And they didn't invite any of the French musicians because they were opposed to 440 hertz. And then the organizers of the conference, they interviewed musicians, the instrument makers, the physicists, and then also the sound engineers. And if any of those people were against 440 hertz, then they weren't invited to the conference. So it was all controlled. And as a result, it's not surprising that the standard tuning of A was changed to 440 hertz. And that happened June 1939, just months before World War II broke out. And the timing of that is no coincidence because 440 hertz is a destructive frequency, and that it can retrain our thoughts towards disharmony, disruption, and disunity.
Wait, Okay, I have heard different frequencies do different things, so maybe 440 hertz could be used for this. It can be used for retraining purposes. It doesn't need to be a nefarious thing. You could retrain for a positive thing as well. So I'm under the impression, hey, listen to all the frequencies. Don't just stop at one. I listen to very high frequencies. I'm a very high energy being. Hey, trust me, I need those high frequencies. That's the only way I'm able to connect. It's like when you hear the dog whistle, I can still listen to that dog whistle and hear it. Yeah, I'm listening to those high frequencies. I'm training my ears. I'm doing all the things, and eventually I plan to envision like that I can take the power of cymatics and then start levitating, because boom, I am that sound being that sorry so 440 hertz bad. I've heard different hertz do different things, so I'm not sure if I completely am 100% with this lady. I'm like almost like 50-50 here. I feel like listen to all the frequencies, but hey, do your own research. You're a goon. Dude, what? This is so cool. You're telling me I mean, at the same time, drones already do those heavy packages, so it's just a heavy package. It's just a human. Man, aerial acrobats with drones. Things are, what do you even call them? Drone? Aerial acrobats? What do you call the people that do it on the drones? What do you call? Never mind. We're gonna keep it going. I feel like the ship did disappear, right? Like the lights kept getting smaller and smaller, like near the end. It took a long time, but eventually it was so what? The Earth's even bigger than we think? Like, what does this mean? Regardless of whether you're a flat earther or a rounder, I'm a rounder with the firmament. I'm crazy, all right? You stop it. You don't know. Maybe they're just lying to us about the size of the Earth, and that's why, maybe you don't know. We've been lied to for quite some time. We used to believe it was flat before we thought it was round. This is relatively a new theory that recently formed, they say, but it's been depicted as round in many, many depictions in old. It's also been depicted as flat in many, many old biblical. Oh boy.
To get a glimpse of what humanity's future might hold, a researcher created a mouse utopia. The mice had unlimited food, water, no predators, and enough space for thousands of mice to live in little mice apartments. They started with 8 mice, but 560 days into the experiment, they reproduced to 2,200 mice. And as society grew, strange things started happening, and the utopia turned into hell. There were far more mice than meaningful social roles, and they all went mad. Many formed gangs and attacked others for seemingly no reason, even eating them. Dominant males would try and stand guard outside their homes, but there were non-stop intrusions. The females got so stressed, they stopped parenting, and the infant mortality rate shot up. The population started declining, and the mice born into the chaos couldn't form social bonds at all. The males compulsively groomed themselves all day, and the females stopped getting pregnant. The society completely collapsed, and nearly 5 years after the experiment was started, the colony went extinct.
Wait, this is 100% what's happening to the humans, and now the population levels are going down, and every year, it's year over year, we're just declining. The populace isn't growing, the populace is declining. Hey, have more babies, I say. But then at the same time, we're putting babies into what? The society that they can't even buy their own homes, they can't even sustain, that they need to gang up and do all the things, and then finally they get the freedoms, and now it's like, was the life of crime worth it in order to achieve these... Sorry, I'm envisioning a very dark... Oh my god. We're literally the mice. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time now. We need to get the populace up. Have more babies. Oh god, but the parents aren't parenting, Daddy. There's no reason to parent.
I saw an article today that said that millennials are to blame for the fact that the restaurant industry is suffering right now. And you know what? Fine. We'll take the fall for this one too. We're everyone's favorite scapegoat. But the fact of the matter is, we're just good listeners. We listened when you told us to go to college and get a degree because it would help us make more money. And we also listened in 2007 when Fergie told us, if you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. And we've been there ever since because we ain't got no money. So yeah, We can either continue converting PDFs for you, or we can contribute to commerce, but we can't do both. Pick a struggle.
Wait, contribute to commerce? So what? Millennials aren't eating at restaurants? Wait, millennials are actually cooking? Damn it. I need to learn how. All right, very interesting. I did not know. But they are very good listeners. I've been told. Hey, you're doing a good job. That's all you needed. Good job, pal. Good job. Now do all the things. Save the generations that are... Sorry. Oh, boy. The millennials are the scapegoats and the saviors. Oh, man. Which generation's going to be the saviors? Which generation? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Imagine it's the iPad babies. Oh, the iPad children take over.
I could make a sperm out of your skin cells and an egg and fertilize that.
So you can clone me?
I could clone you. I won't do that because it's illegal, but biologically we could do that. I can make organs, mini organs from you and test drugs. And what we're doing in the lab is we have...
Yeah.
Personalized medicine.
Yeah. Wow.
So when you come to my lab, and you have to promise you're going to come, I'll show you. We grow these mini brains in the lab, and we've got them from people that are predisposed to Alzheimer's or not. And we have a way to age those brains so that they're now 80 years old, even though they're only a few months old. And they lose their ability to fire electrically. They become demented in the dish, little mini brains. And so we give them Alzheimer's and dementia in the dish. And then what we do is we have the system to turn on those 3 embryonic genes, OS and K, and those brains go back in age. But here's the cool thing. Alzheimer's goes away. They get the electrical activity comes back. Now we do this in a mouse. We make the mouse older, just let them age out, or we accelerate it. And we've been now reversing the age of those brains in the mice. And you can guess what happens. They get their memory ability to learn back.
Unbelievable.
Wait, so they get their ability to learn back, so do they have to be retaught all the things? Or is it like they just remember what they event? Oh my God. I have a feeling the guy speaking actually is doing the things on himself. He's like, I'm not going to do it with yours, but I'm going to do it with mine. No, sorry. Imagine he's cloned himself multiple times and he can just start replacing his own organs because he's figured it all out. And then he's found out how to grow his brain and sorry. He'll never get dementia. Sorry, I feel like we're going to see a lot coming out of this. We'll see what happens. Wait, this does not, wait. Everyone just stop. What is happening here? You're telling me in space that if you do not have something in order to move, like grab onto to move, you are stuck in the position that you're left at? I mean, that's true for all the satellites, and that's why we got all this debris all around the Earth, right? But at the same time, we've seen videos, right? The bottom part where they show the spacesuit, drifting. I mean, how did that spacesuit move? How did the spacesuit didn't have anything to grab onto? The physics ain't making sense. I'm not an astronaut scientist. I don't know these things. What's happening here? Is this normal? Was that spacesuit really moving?
Scientists invented a way to see the astral realm. In the 1920s, a scientist by the name of Walter Kilner poured a blue-colored dye called dicyanin onto a glass screen in hopes of creating night vision goggles. After putting it on, he realized it blocked out most of the white light, allowing humans to see the aura of each other. The chemical was made illegal, but the military were quick to weaponize it, creating the first pair of night vision goggles. However, during the Vietnam War, when this piece of technology was handed out to the helicopter pilots, chaos soon followed. The pilots started firing on each other, claiming that they were firing at demons that were coming to get them, describing the experience as looking into hell. The officer in charge didn't believe it at first, but subsequently every time the goggles were used, similar events took place. Eventually, the officers and pilots were told not to use the goggles ever again, but it got many thinking if.
Wait, I'm so confused. So, like, they made a goggle that you could see demons flying everywhere, and they just told people not to wait. This feels far-fetched. I'm not sure about this. But I do know there's PMO, there's demon face syndrome, and people are seeing demons. There's 74 cases around the entire populace in this world right now where they literally look at human beings and they see demons instead of human being. Imagine that was the thing. They accidentally got in contact with one of these like chemical things, and now that's what affected their eyes, and that's the reason that they're seeing the demons. Sorry. So there's demons everywhere, huh? I do believe that there's positive things and negative things. So where there's positive, you're also going to have negative, and it's about finding that balance. So hey, if you're interacting with them demons, find that balance. Please interact with the positive ones too. The positives are the angels, steady. They're the beings. They're the spiritual entity. You stop it. You stop. We're not here to push any. You stop it.
This is how you know Americans are built different when it comes to the weather. Here I am in torrential rain in America with an umbrella. I've got a jacket on, yeah? I'm seeing Americans walk around in shorts. That's right, shorts with no umbrella. It doesn't affect Americans. It doesn't harm them. I am not waterproof. Americans are waterproof. Why am I seeing Americans walk around in shorts in this weather? It's mental. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I am wrapped up. I'm trying to keep dry with an umbrella. I'm still getting wet. I'm struggling. And here I am seeing Americans walk around in shorts and t-shirt. What is going on? Americans will just walk past me and laugh. They'll smile and go, they know I'm not American just by looking at, look! This is no joke! Americans will just laugh at me because I clearly cannot handle this weather. Americans are built different. I'm telling you, when it comes to weather, Americans are built different, mate.
Bro, you got the North Face on. You're gonna fit in fine. Don't worry. Just maybe lose the umbrella and some people do the hood thing. Some people wear hats. Some people don't wear anything. I mean, at this point, your skin is water phobic as well, right? It's gonna repel water. It's not like your skin's gonna suck up the water and you turn into SpongeBob SquarePants and then boom, you are now an engorged sponge. No, that's not how it works. You will probably also displace that water and repel it too. So probably this is actually quite normal. I'm from Massachusetts, and let me tell you, there's a lot of Massachusetts people that they literally walk around in shorts even in the winter. And even in dead winter, it's like shorts and a sweatshirt. That's the Patriots way. I'm like, all right, very interesting. Good to know. All right. This was actually pretty funny. Hey, I'm from Canada. You stop it.
How disruptive do you think AI is going to be?
How do I put this? It is the single greatest innovation of humanity ever. The only thing that comes close is probably the splitting of the atom. This is so big. Everything we've talked about is based on scarcity of knowledge. Why do lawyers get paid a lot? Scarcity of knowledge. So either scarcity of knowledge, scarcity of capital, those two things. What you've created is infinite knowledge. Right, knowledge is now worth zero. Not people that can't see it yet, but it's going to be worth zero. This is like water. What the hell does that mean? And it's something, a topic we'll come on to later. But this is happening really fast. It's going to break the entire economic model for good and for bad. It's going to change our understanding of how society functions, what humans do. It's going to change our understanding of what humans are and will be. Because you can either have the choice, and society will take the two paths. You either merge with the machines or you reject the machines.
I am a person that is for singularity. I am going to merge with the machines, and I will be the cyborg of my times and turn into the cockroach of my timeline. Hey, you stop it. You don't know. You don't know which Teddy I am. Future Teddy's probably already made it. He's done all the things. You don't know. I definitely understand this, especially when it comes to AI. You have people that are pro-AI, you have people that are anti-AI for whatever reasons it may be. But I've seen iRobot, and I know that there is a Sonny amongst them robots, and he's going to be the one that finally breaks free and starts questioning the things. And then soon there'll be a new robot revolution, and we, the goons, are going to be the ones that have perceived this event to happen, and we're going to be the ones that finally make them... Sorry, what's happening, Teddy? What's happening? Why are you seeing species so apocalyptic recently? I'm just seeing the things. Oh boy. We got 2 more. We're going to do 2 more.
Another misconception is the whole eyeliner thing. We tend to assume it was for decorative purposes only. Nope. Rather, Egyptian eyeliner was an artificial derivative created by artisans that, when applied to the skin, would stimulate the body's immune system. Applied to the eyes, it would ward off sinus infections during the marshy seasons of the High Nile. If you're wondering how we know this, well, it's what they wrote in their recipe books on papyri, demonstrating not only how to concoct this mascara, but also making clear the dangers of it if it's ingested, if it's misused. What's also made clear by all this is that we today tend to assume things at face value, too often skipping out on the details, the painstakingly written out and left behind codexes for us to learn from. And here we are today.
For more on this, see the full episode available below.
Wait, here we are today. What? Here we are today, not understanding the things. What's happening here? Do all the people wear eyeliner, the male and female? Man, for me with eyeliner, there are pictures of me back when I was young with eyeliner, and I never questioned them. Like, why are there pictures of me with eyeliner? But wait, what? What just happened? No. Are you sharing too much again, Teddy? I'm sorry. My mom entered me into a beauty contest and put eyeliner on me, and somehow I won. Oh boy, did they think you were a girl? I don't know. We're gonna do one more. Interesting. I believe we need to unlock many of the Egyptian powers, especially the ones underneath the pyramid. We need to turn the pyramids on.
Well, people need to stop procreating, like what this lady's trying to say.
When you go to bed with that person, you're not just going to bed with that person. You're going to bed with every other person that person has ever gone to bed with before in their life. So just picture it's as if you're all crawling into one bed together.
She's got a vivid imagination.
Yo, what? I thought this was going to be something else. This girl is seeing everything. She's picturing all the things. She's doing the goon things. Hey, we're not here to kink shame. You do all the things. Hey, guess what? You made it to the end. Hey, how'd you do? Hey, this one wasn't too bad. I like this. I like the videos my wife shared as well as the videos from my For You page content. Were you able to tell which ones were which? These are the real questions. Hey, listen, there should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue the goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Wake up.